Hey artists, today we are going to learn how to make necklaces out of paper beads. And all of the paper beads are going to have a special surprise on the inside. Let's get started. For today's project, you are going to need strips of paper, all different colors, some string, a marker or a pen or a pencil to write on your strips with, and a pencil. We are going to be creating paper beads out of our strips of paper. But before I show you how to turn a strip of paper into a bead, we are going to write something called a positive affirmation on our paper. So a positive affirmation is something that makes us feel good and something that is positive about ourselves. So go ahead and take your strips of paper and think about things that you like about yourself or things that might make you special. We're going to start out by writing I am. And then you can think about things that you are. I am smart. I am brave. I am funny. I am creative. I am a leader. Now, your I am sentences don't have to be like mine at all. They can represent you. So you could say things like, I am kind. I am a good friend. Whatever you think of, you can put on your paper. Once you've written your statements on your paper, we are going to roll these up with the sentences inside and turn them into beads to create a necklace so we can always hold these statements close to us to remind us of how special we are. All right, let's get started making the beads. So for the bead part, you are going to need a glue stick and your pencil. Now, watch closely so that you know how to turn a strip of paper into a bead. Let's start with pink. I am smart. Our pencil is going to help us roll our paper into a bead. All right, so to get started, take your paper and wrap it around the pencil like this. Make sure that it's nice and tight against the pencil. It should look something like this. Wrap your paper around until your paper meets the paper that it's rolling onto. Okay? Once you've made that first roll, you can add glue to your paper. It might be helpful to have your glue stick already open. All right, make sure to add glue on your whole paper. Make sure it's very, very covered, like this. All right, once your paper is covered in glue, start rolling your pencil and wrapping the paper around your pencil. Now, you can do this on the table, but sometimes it's easier to do it in your hands so you can press the paper down to make sure that the glue sticks to the bead. We're going to keep rolling around our pencil and make sure that the paper is sticking to the paper. If the paper starts sticking to the pencil, you might need to unroll and start again. Keep rolling your paper until you get to the end. Once you get to the end, sometimes your glue dries out a little bit, so you might need to add just a little bit of extra glue right on the end. And make sure to hold your rolled up paper for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to make sure that it really sticks. All right, it looks like my bead is pretty stuck. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it off of my pencil. Do you see how there's a hole in the middle from where a pencil used to be? That's how the paper becomes a bead. We have a hole where we can tie some string. All right, let's do it with I Am Brave. All right, remember to have your writing on the inside of your bead. So remember, let's make that tight first roll. Make sure everything is lined up and then add some glue to the whole strip. Start rolling. Make sure to press down tight. You're gonna go ahead and do this with the rest of your beads. All right, I have my beads all curled up, and I'm noticing that some of my beads are starting to come apart a little bit. So if that happens to you, just add a little bit more glue to the end and make sure to hold it for a count of 10. All right, that's looking a little better. I'm gonna go ahead and fix my green bead. You can always roll it back onto your pencil too if you need a little help pressing hard. All right, now that our beads are totally created, you can do more than 5. You can do as many as you have time for. Now that our beads are created, we're going to add some string to turn it into a necklace. So a good way to do that is to measure around your own neck to make sure that you can, put it on and off of your head. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut my string. Your string may already be cut for you. And I'm going to go ahead and string my beads onto my tiny string. So I'm gonna look for that hole, and I am going to put my string all the way through so that my bead is on my string or yarn. All right, I'm gonna keep doing that with the rest of my beads to create a necklace that reminds me of how cool and special I am. All right. Once your beads are completely on your string, you can go ahead and tie the end of your necklace. So the way that I like to tie the ends of necklaces is by putting the two pieces of string together so that they're both like this. And then I'm going to make a knot so that my beads don't fall off. So to make a knot, I'm gonna make a loop like this. And then I'm gonna put the short end through that loop. And then I'm gonna pull it tight to create a knot. All right, and there we have it, our beautiful necklace. I can't wait to see how yours turn out.